This is my luck. Usually every time I go to a fast food place to get something to eat, this is usually what I get. Yeah, I order a McDouble, only onions and light ketchup. You know, and they always put mustard on it. It's like, only onions, light ketchup. That's it. I don't know. But, I got kind of good news and bad news from my dad this morning. It would be really great news if my business was doing really well and I could go out and get a business loan for a company vehicle, a $6,000 company vehicle. The guy that bought my dad's van, his wife had to have some surgery, major surgery. You know, it was like $40,000 worth of medical bills. Well, you know, the surgery, but then, you know, with insurance and all that, they have insurance, so, you know, but he still has to come up with like $7,000, I guess, which, you know, he can pay off slowly. But you know, this is a guy that, you know, he's got a couple other projects. I guess he had a $30,000 Volkswagen bus that he had bought from California a long time ago, and yeah, I don't know if VW Darren would know what kind of bus or would be worth $30,000, but I guess he got that much for it. He sold that not too long after he had bought the van. And then he's got another project too, I guess. Yeah, it's, you know, $2,000 more for Dad. He put $3,000 worth into his, what he told Dad. He replaced all the fluids, basically, you know, changed oil, went through all the brakes and bled the brakes, so there's basically new brake fluid in the system. I'm not sure if he changed pads or anything. He just said he went through all the brakes. So let's see. Yeah, the rear diff, the transmission, fluid has been changed. The fuel filter was changed. He put in a new gas tank, new exhaust from the headers back, no mufflers, so just straight pipe, I guess. I wonder what that sounds like now. Slant 6 with basically straight pipe, dual exhaust. He rebuilt the carburetor, put a new thermostat in it, and brand new tires. So that's a pretty awesome deal, you know. I mean, I think it would have cost me more if I would have done all that stuff myself, I think. I don't know. Well, he would have spent $3,000, you know. So that sounds about right. You know, Dad's thinking it's probably at least $1,000 just for the tires, mounting and balancing the tires. If he got the same style tires that Dad did, the BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs, or not all-terrain, you know what I mean, the BF Goodrich tires. So yeah. I guess he's going to a swap meet here soon, and if he doesn't sell a bunch of stuff, he's gonna put the van up for sale for $7,000. So yeah, you know, the real bad part is you know, I can't get it, and so now you know, who knows where it's gonna go, and you know, hopefully it goes to a vanner. Hopefully it goes to a guy that's going to appreciate it and not totally gut it out. That's just one thing I don't like the idea of, I guess, because the interior is just so nice that, you know, why gut it? I guess a refresher for someone that may not have seen the van. It's a 77 Dodge van. B100. got the Slant 6, got about 110,000 miles on it. It's been sitting for 10 years, pretty much. My mom made those little stained glass side marker lights. Here's the interior. All this stuff is solid oak that my dad and his grandpa made. His grandpa was like a master carpenter. And so, you know, they did all that's a wood oak frame, and then he's got the plugs in it, you know, to hide the screws, the handle holder thing. He did the glass etching thing. I can't remember. There's some stuff he bought, I think, that just sticks on there. Makes it look like it's etched. Got an air horn on it. I remember when I was a kid, you know, you'd be at the grocery store or whatever, going in the store, I'd walk in front of the van. Of course, he's got to honk it and make me jump 20 feet. Little cup holder there, he had his seat that was in the middle, and then that would be the cup holder to hold my soda. We put that in after mom and dad started going out. Yeah, I'd sleep in the bed, you know, when we're going to a truck-in or long distance one or whatever. He used to have a little black and white TV with a wood box he built that would slide over the top of the TV. It had a wood frame kind of in the front to hide the plastic housing of the TV, and then you just push it in there, and it looked pretty cool. And that's the TV antenna. He bought this van in 1978. It was basically all black. Didn't have the flares, from what I remember him saying. Had the little turbine style wheels, which I liked. And that's when, well then, you know, my mom and him met, and he had most of this interior done. He was still working on a few little things here and there. This used to be like all shag on the door and stuff, you know, but he eventually had that done. Little garbage can there behind the seat, the bottle opener. So, yeah. Cup holders in there, there's a little metal ashtray in there, and then a little bendable light. So, got the old CB, that's a clock, equalizer, and then that's all the auxiliary switches for lights and stuff like that. He's got, like in the running boards, the wood running boards, you know, was one thing. Every 2 years, usually we were going up to his grandpa's woodworking shop and making new running boards, and he had orange lights in them down the side. And actually these ones don't have it, so the last set he didn't put them back on. But you can see some of the damage, you know, it's you know, there's normally a seam in there, so it's all filled with Bondo. I don't think there's any Duraglass or anything in there, and so there's like a big split there, a split there. The paint's flaking off. You know, cracks around the Frenched in antenna. But yeah, the drifter here, that was all gold leaf. It looked really cool. And see, you know, my plan would be to paint it all gold, a really cool gold, and then redo and the drifter would stay identical, and you know, do the gold leaf again. and then just kind of trying to decide some kind of graphics on top of that. You know, I kind of like the old school, you know, but I kind of want to do some new stuff too, you know. So, yeah, it's got a fiberglass hood on it now. You still got the original hood, and it has a molded in scoop, but that started bubbling on him, and he thought, oh, I'll just go with a one-piece fiberglass hood. Well, that thing didn't fit with the crap. So, yeah, I don't know. It is way lighter. Boy, that frickin', I've opened that hood a few times, or held it open for him, and that's a frickin' heavy hood. Just that little piece, man, it's heavy. And then you go to this fiberglass one, it was unreal how much lighter, but yeah. Got the old tube grill. He's got lens covers that go over the headlights, smoked plexiglass lens covers he made, and then he put buttons in the corner that would snap in, and then they're pinstriped, you know, pinstripe kind of like the hood, got some little pinstripes down the side, you know, on the bottom, I think. Looks pretty cool. But I think those are illegal now. Well, he's been pulled over a couple times in it, with the window tint on the side, and then his license plate. It's got the license plate holder bracket thing, and then he used to have a smoke lens on it, so he got pulled. Oh, here it is. Keep on trucking is what it says. It won't focus. Yeah, it is kind of odd. It should have hobbyist plates, I think, technically, because of the paint's not original, and the flares, the body modifications. But I guess, you know, they didn't really check on that back then. So, so far that's how my day's been going, I guess. Well, the video got screwed up yesterday. I was gonna do, let's see, it was Thursday. I was gonna do a before video for my other YouTube channel, the Briggs Detailing channel, and I shut the mic off, you know, so there's no noise or nothing, no music, and did kind of a practice walk around, see what it would look like in the camera, and I got halfway around and the camera died. So, you know, of course, we worked on it, charged up, excuse me, at McDonald's, just not settling right. But, so yeah, I got charged overnight, and then Friday, I did some video, and I didn't have the mic turned on. I did 2 videos. I did one of that after one, that's the one I put on the previous video. That's why there's no sound of me talking. I was talking, but oh well. And then I had another video when after he picked up the truck, and then dropping this car off. This is one of the ones that I had kind of done you know, just a wash, and then Nick did the vinyl on it. But now he got some damage on here, so he wants me to buff that out. He did bring me a touch-up paint pen. I'm gonna try, I guess, and fill that. He knows it's not gonna look the greatest. And this is a piece of tar, but and then I gotta clean up the inside. He's gonna pick that up Monday when he comes back from camping. But he sent me a text about 10 minutes after he had left. If that'll focus up. I'll just read it. Looks awesome, smells great. You should tag me in your before and after Facebook post so I can share and help spread the word. You do great work, bro. So, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, what was it, Saturday, 1:15. I got here about noon. And then my dad called, so I was on the phone with him for a while. It's like, not like I don't want to talk to my dad, but when we're on the phone, it's like 45 minutes to an hour we're usually on the phone. I mean, like, my ear hurts afterwards from holding my phone up to my ear. But he was telling me about the van, and then he was telling me about Mark's boat. Mark did get it painted. He said it looks freaking awesome. It looks brand new on the inside. So I wish I could get some shots of it. I don't know. Or have my dad maybe take some pictures of it if he's out there again. He goes out to his place, I guess. Well, what happened is Mark's dad's a good woodworker, and so my dad bought this different TV for that big motorhome, and he wanted to have a matching frame around it because the TV he bought to replace the old TV was, I think, bigger or something. It just didn't fit in the hole. So he was telling me about that. And